Brooke, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited. I'm finally going overseas during the school holidays. I can't wait.
OMG, that is so amazing. You are so lucky. I can't believe you are going overseas.
I know. Tell me about it.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Ogaadeenya.
Ogaadeenya, where is that?
Ogaadeenya is where my family and I come from.
Wow, really? I've never heard of that place.
Well, let me educate you a little bit then. Ogaadeenya is a place in Africa. It is a land between Somalia and Ethiopia. The people who live there are Somalis, but it was colonized by the Ethiopian government.
Wow, Miski, I had no idea. What do you mean by Ethiopia colonizing Ogaadeenya?
Okay, I'll explain it to you. Europe and Ethiopia had divided the Somali nation into 5 parts. Ogaadeenya is one of them. In 1948, Great Britain handed over Ogaadeenya to Ethiopia. From then on, Ogaadeenya is under Ethiopian colonization and occupation.
Oh my god, that is so terrible.
I know, but I don't want to think about the negative now. I'm just so excited to go to my homeland. It's going to be the best and most fun holiday ever.
Are you excited to meet your relatives?
Yes, I'm excited to meet all my relatives, the locals and especially the Naftahudas.
The Naftahudas, what is that?
They're just like the most amazing people on earth.
Really? Why? Do they have heaps of money or are they famous singers or something?
Famous singers? No, that's nothing compared to the Naftahudas. They're young men and women who are soldiers. They put their life on the line every single day and night to fight for the people of the land. They fight against Ethiopia for the freedom of Ogaadeenya.
Wow, Miski, that's super cool. But do they have Facebook pages?
Facebook pages? You're so silly, Hibor. Of course they don't. But I'll take some selfies with them and put it on Facebook. And I'll tag you. Cool?
Cool, have fun and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay, see you after our holiday. Boyo, I'm so upset. I thought we were going to Ogaadeenya, not Kenya. It's not fair. I was so excited to go to my homeland. Why?
Oh, Miski, I am so sorry. It is just too dangerous to go to the Ogaadeenya. Your auntie called us and said that it is not safe at all.
She said that
there is killing, rape and torture by the Ethiopian military. And they have now also set up a militia group where they have recruited delinquents, alcoholics, drug addicts and criminals who have been given the license to do anything which they please in the villages to whoever they want, Hoya man.
Okay, you're right, Hoya. But where are we going instead?
Okay, darling, we thought about it, and we thought the next best place for us to go to that's kind of gives you the concept of going to Ogaadeenya, where you will meet many people who have fled from the tragedy within Ogaadeenya, is Nairobi, okay? And over there you will meet many of your relatives who have fled from their homes in Ogaadeenya due to the systematic rights abuses in Ogaadeenya, okay?
Okay, so bye. Hey Halima, I'm so happy to finally meet you. My Hoya told me so much about you and that you're very smart, mashallah.
Oh, thank you, Miski. I've heard many good things about you too.
Truly, Halima, I wish we could have met under better circumstances in our homeland, Ogaadeenya, under conditions of freedom, peace and happiness, not here in this overcrowded and under-resourced refugee camp.
I know. I wish the same, Miski, but with the will of Allah and the continuous hard work of ONLF, our land will soon be free and will return home and live in freedom, peace and prosperity. So, Miski, I've heard that you wanted to become a doctor?
Yes, that is true. My dream is to become a doctor. What about you?
That's amazing, Miski. You're so lucky. I wish I could become a doctor.
Of course you can become a doctor. All you need to do is study hard, get the marks, and apply to all the universities. And then you get into one.
Miski, I would love to study and learn, but where? There are no schools or universities in Ogaadeenya. What?
Are you serious? I did an assignment in school last year, and through research I found out that the Ethiopian government receives billions and billions of dollars of humanitarian aid every year for reasons such as education. And you're telling me that there are no schools?
There are not only no schools and there is no education, there are also no doctors and hospitals. There is no medical treatment for the ill or injured.
I'm really sorry to hear about this. It's so sad that you don't have these basic necessities. especially if the government is receiving billions of dollars of aid.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice to have basic necessities.
So, where are some of your brothers? Are they in Ogaadeenya?
Yeah, they are. 3 of my brothers are fighting for freedom. There are only ONLF Naftahudas.
My cousins are not heroes, my cousins are heroes. You're joking, mashallah. What about your dad? Was he on ONLF soldier?
No, he wasn't. He was a village elderly and used to teach Quran.
What happened to him? I heard he died a few years ago. Was it because he became sick and there was no doctor to treat him?
No, it's a very sad story. I get sad talking about it and I often cry when I remember this. But you are my cousin, so I will tell you.
No, I don't want you to talk about it. If you don't need to talk about it and it makes you sad, don't.
No, I want to talk about it because the world needs to know about the situation in Ogaadeenya. One night, the Ethiopian military came and took my father and some other men and women. They were illegally arrested and taken to a nearby jail.
And were they arrested and on what charges?
There were no charges. They were innocent. They were randomly arrested and put in jail.
You mean without charge, evidence, or fair trial?
Miski, that does not exist here. They would come through the village and arrest you when they like and do whatever they want to you. They took my father and he was arrested for 3 years during the time that they tortured him endlessly. After 3 years, they murdered him and then to put fear in the people, they dragged his body attached to a rope at the back of a car through the village.
I'm so sorry to hear this, Halima. I would like to wish you for my worst enemy that's happened to you and your family.
It is not just happening to my family, Miski. It is happening to all the people in Ogaadeenya, and anyone can be a target. The human right violation by the Ethiopian government does not discriminate. If you live in Ogaadeenya, you are a target.
That's terrible. So what happened to the other women and men who were with your father?
One of the women was a neighbour, and another woman was my cousin. They both were tortured and systematically raped by the Ethiopian military. Our cousin fell pregnant after the rape. She then died whilst giving birth, in a terrible condition. The baby also died shortly after.
Is that what happened to cousin Layla?
Yeah, it is. That's what happened to Layla.
But she was only 14 years old.
As I said, the Ethiopian government's systematic human rights abuse does not discriminate. If you are a man, woman or child, if you are an Ogaadeenya, you are a potential victim.
Hoya told me what happened to Layla, but she didn't tell me like this. Why would she not tell me?
I don't know. I thought you knew. Maybe she didn't want to upset you.
Yes, maybe, but she still should have told me. I need to know. And so does the whole world. The whole world needs to know about what's happening in Ogaadeenya.
I agree, Miski. The whole world needs to know about what's happening here. Maybe you can be the voice for the voiceless of Ogaadeenya.
I will be Halima. The men and women and children of Ogaadeenya should not be living in fear. They should not experience massacre, torture and rape.
That's right, Miski. We have suffered too much. What we want is freedom, peace and justice. What we want is to exercise our rights is self-determination. What we don't want to live under Ethiopian occupation.
That's right, Halima. Freedom is our right, and we will fight for it. And I will make sure that I fight within my capacity on behalf of my people when I return to Australia.
Please don't forget about us. When you get back to Australia, remember us and help us get the basic human rights that we'll take for granted.
How could I ever forget you, Halima? I will surely never forget the heartbreaking stories you shared with me. I will not forget the suffering of my people, and I will never forget Ogaadeenya.
Hi, Miski. Welcome home. It's so good to have you back.
Hi, Hugo. Thank you. It's so good to be back in Australia. It's not home, as you said, but it's definitely good to be back.
So tell me, how was your trip? How many exciting stuff did you do? Did you go camel riding, go on a safari, or sightsee, or maybe heaps of shopping?
Well, I didn't do any of the things that you mentioned, but did indeed have an amazing time. It was a life-changing experience for me. It was a true eye-opener. I found out about the real situation of Ogaadeenya. I found out about the struggles and the hardships of my people. From now on, I will do whatever I can within my capacity to raise awareness about Ogaadeenya and help in the fight for freedom.
And as a friend and a fellow human being, will stand by you, Miski, and help you do this.
Thank you, Hibble. I really appreciate this. There is this event on Saturday. It's the 30th anniversary of the Ogaadeenya National Liberation Front. Do you want to come?
I would love to. What should I wear?
Don't worry about what you should wear. What I need to teach you is how to live. Don't think government commits acts that are surely beyond reason. Basic necessities, education, food, and shelter, things that are considered priceless, have been stripped by this crisis, leaving many people lifeless. Individuals are breaking their bones. Into the jail they are thrown for reasons unknown as they stand alone, watching their houses be blown. Everyday massacre, torture, and rape prone in this sick and unfortunate danger zone. Now tell me, is this fair? To live by the gun, never ever aware, not knowing if tomorrow is your last, so you better beware. It becomes the norm to live life in despair. You're ripping out your hair as you say your last prayer. You're living by the low, by the minimum fare. Now tell me, is this fair? No education, no food, no shelter, no care. You're starting to lose your eyesight, so you cannot stare at this beautiful land, Ogaadeenya, with its soil so pure. But this land is not yours anymore. It's been illegally taken by your oppressor. Whatever happened to human rights? To have somewhere safe to stay at night, to have a home and not have a little light, to be with your whole family, reunite, to look into your future and to see a bright light. But this bright future, these visions, they've been covered with a drape and replaced with torture, massacre, and continuous rape. Children cry looking up to the sky, wondering why their land was taken by a big bad guy. They look to their left, someone is crying. They look to their right and people are dying. Ethiopia, I ask you in defense. 91 million people, but not one has any moral sense? How could you look at your own children and wish them the best when you're taking Ogaadeenya children from their Ogaadeenya mother's breast? Ethnic cleansing and genocide seems to be your sport. Well, I'm sorry, Ogaadeenya is not the Olympics. You deserve to be taken to court for the crimes against humanity which you have caused day after day, watching thousands of lives as they mercilessly pass away. I urge everyone, don't turn your face to the side. Open your eyes wide. This is genocide. Well, alhamdulillah, I thank Allah for the ONLF, who have fought for freedom till their very death, who shout Ogaadeenya HaHarola to their very last breath. Their persistence and resistance has protected our existence. 30 great years and inshallah many more, you see. Because I pray, you pray, and we all pray that one day Ogaadeenya will be free.